2007. Ellis and I are down in the basement and we're trying to copy these old 8mm movies so that we can save them. This is Dennis on the living room floor in the old house up at Grand Lake, Colorado. Looks like he's just learning how to crawl. There he is in his train outfit. Mom's standing beside him. That must be in the kitchen of the old house. That house we bought from Dale and Ruby Perry. That's out in the sunroom of the old house. You can see the outside logs that we left when we added the sunroom on. That's Lisa and Dennis. That's Snappy, our poodle, our silver poodle. There's Princess getting on the pillow over to the right. Dennis is crawling out of the living room in the old house. That house was built in 1903. We pretty well gutted it when we moved in and insulated the old house. That's out in the sunroom, Lisa with Snappy and Princess. I'm not sure where she's going. Dennis must have something to eat. No, it's Snappy's bone. That was funny. There, he's learned how to walk, I guess. That was some of Jill and King's old furniture that we got from them. Dennis is after Snappy again. Grandpa Harry with Dennis. Dennis always loved to watch or listen to Grandpa Harry's pocket watch. That's I'm not sure who that is. It's kind of, I think we better, oh, I think that's Tiffany White. Are you gonna keep going? Okay, I think that's Tiffany White. Yeah, and that was Mary Lou. This is Dennis. I'm not sure where we were.
It's out here at New City Park.
Must have been in Granby. I don't recognize that fence either. He's got a backhoe. This is at the Shadow Mountain house in Grand Lake, looking over Shadow Mountain. Looks like we're up on the deck. I kind of wonder if that isn't Bob and Renee and Doug. quite a snowbank there. Whoops, somebody fell off. This is over at Ski Idlewild. That's over by Winter Park. I thought Lisa had a little orange outfit on. That's Robert. Recognize his cap. That must be Lisa. Oh, and Bob, and then that's Renee and Doug, I think. That's Dennis in the warming house. He used to get on the elevator and go up to the bar till they ran him out. Must be down in the motel. Nope, it's up in the old house, because that's the carpet on the floor up there. This is up at the Rand, Colorado. It was a shrine trip. We took our motorhome and went up for the weekend with the other Shriners in Grand County. And this was in 1983. The water was sure cold, but it didn't keep the girls out of it anyway. I believe that's Lisa coming down on a tube. That's Lisa coming into shore. They dived in pretty shallow water. The other three little girls, their father was a Shriner also. They lived in Granby. That's Dallas walking with Dennis on his back. I'm not sure that was Dallas. Dennis has his feet in the water, testing out the cold, cold water. I had a head of hair there. This is on the sledding hill by the Trinity Church. I'm not sure, but I believe that is Doug. There is, I think that was Zeta to start with. That's Robert walking up the hill, I think. That's Zeta. That's Tana down in the office at the motel. Looks like it's Christmas time. There's a Santa. There's Snappy. That's Jerry Hahn. Looks like we're watching movies then. Pam Hahn. That's up the old house. I recognize the furniture. Tana. Oh dear, that's Tana with Misty. That's Zeta. It's up at the old house. And there's Doug. That's Dwayne Hahn. And Lisa May. That must be Misty. Zeta. This has to be in 1980 because that was the year we didn't have any snow. And that's Darla Jones and Lisa down in front of the old house on the lake ice skating. The lake froze over real good and there was no snow on it, so they had a good time. Darla's parents were Sharon and Dallas Jones. Sharon was one of my housekeepers at the motel. There's our old house up on the hill and the Western Riviera Motel. Hard to believe it was wintertime. At Rand again on the shrine trip. I guess I didn't get the tapes quite lined up correct. That's Lisa on the front of the raft. They had a lot of fun that weekend. This had to be about 1983. All the Shriners brought their motorhomes and parked around this cabin. The other tenants in the other houses weren't too happy that all the Shriners were there. This is at Grandma Grace's. There's Tana and Misty. That's Lisa. I should say Grandma Grace and Grandpa Harry's. There's Lisa with Dennis. Janice holding Dennis. Renee, she's been a good girl. No, maybe she's handing the packages out. There's Misty with Santa. There's Misty and Tana and Doug, Renee, Dennis, and Lisa. Dennis is crying. I don't know why. There's Grandma Grace in the chair. Zeta's sitting beside her. Somebody got a Barbie doll. Dennis got a backhoe. There's Doug in the background, and Zeta, and Janice. Melodrama at the elementary school. This was a trip this was a production that we put on to earn money for the trip to the Dinosaur National Park in Utah. And we performed it, I believe, 2 nights in a row and made some money. Here's the girls. That's in our motor home. This is going over, looks like we're going down the road. We aren't standing too still. I can't remember the teachers' names. Those were the teachers. We made a trip over to the Dinosaur Park to start with a few weeks ahead of time to make sure this is where we wanted to take the children from the Grand Lake Elementary School. That was Dallas Jones driving the motorhome. We had a fun weekend. Just the parents went that weekend. That's Dallas Jones. There's Sharon Jones. Wished I could remember some of the other names. That's Dallas and one of the teachers. Sharon Jones, Dallas Jones, just a spider web. We walked around the national park to decide where we were going to take the kids when we brought them back over. That's outside the building, and that building covered up a place. Oh, there's the teachers. That building covered up a place where they were digging out dinosaur bones. There's Dallas at the steering wheel. In the town there was a museum and things, and that's where we're at right now. Can dance. that we did. I'm on the right. Can you believe I danced? This was in about 1981. Ralph and Verna Burke came up one night to it. This is the melodrama part. This is the can-can dance. I'm about the middle. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the right. There's our motor home. This is at the museum, at the park, close to the park rather. There we are eating. That is one of the Hahn boys. Okay, that would have been Scott, and this would have been Stan. And there's Sonia. That must be at their place out in the country. This is back up at Grand Lake and the city park. We did a can-can dance. That's me, and that is Leslie Bishop. Oh, there's Leslie Bishop. That looked like Charlie Medina. We were performing for the people under the tent. This is a parade at Grand Lake. We must be on the balcony up above the ice cream parlor. I believe that's probably the Shriners out of Denver that came to perform. Some of this film is getting pretty old. This looks like the Grand County group because Dallas had a suit like that. And we also had a little trail bike like that. Grand Lake or bust. Ready for the parade. This is down on the flats by the new elementary school. It's kind of blurry. Snappy and Princess, but I'm not sure who the children are. It's Lisa and Lisa on the right. It's up at the old house. That's the furniture we had up at the old house. Now we're back at the Dinosaur trip again. It's Dallas on the left, the school teacher on the right. I bet there's still a lot of dinosaur bones out in those hills. This was kind of down in a valley where we camped. They're rolling their tents up. We pulled a little rabbit behind the motorhome so that we could use it for storage or for like a trailer. The real dinosaur trip when all the kids went, too. I don't remember how many buses we took of kids, but the whole elementary school went. They're standing in line waiting to get fed. It was quite a job getting the menus all done beforehand and the food all purchased. The kids all slept in tents scattered all over the campground. Quite a few parents went too. We had to borrow a lot of tents. I think it was from the Bureau of Reclamation. There's our motorhome in the background. There's the teacher again. Sharon Jones is behind there cooking, so is Dallas with his red and white cap. School buses haven't changed much. There's Lisa, and I think it's Christy Lee Fitzsimmons. There's Lisa on the right. Oh, that's Jenny Bass. Maybe Lisa will recognize some of the kids whenever she watches this. Dallas is on the right. Sharon Jones. There's Dallas Jones. There's the gal from Leatherwood standing back in there too. Some of the Indian carvings on the rocks. The kids took paper and put it on the carvings and then tried to copy it. This is a view from up above. We're looking down where we camped. Washing dishes. Linda apple haunts. On the left, they put on a little play. I don't remember what the play was about, but it had something to do with dinosaurs and what they were learning. It's Christy Fitzsimmons in the little red jacket. Lisa in front. There's Lisa down in the left-hand corner. This is over at Winter Park. It's in the summertime and they had the slide. There is perhaps Doug. Renee. I think that's Lisa and Renee going up. That looks like Doug. Renee's coming down pretty slow. There's Lisa and I'm not sure who. These are the Shriners out front of the Western Riviera Motel. I believe they came up for one of the parades. They always stayed with us. Probably a Denver group. That's all, folks.